Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Button Press. I'm Sasha, your host. Today I would like to begin playing The Silent Age. I'm going to be walking into this completely blind, so I don't know exactly what to expect, but from what I understand, this is a point-and-click adventure with a little bit of a science fiction touch to it, which really intrigued me. I'll get a little bit more into that. But let's get into this. I did begin the game a little bit before just to make sure that everything worked. I had a problem. I think I might have fixed it. But let's restart. Because, I mean, that's just what professionals do. Start from the beginning. 1965. Oh yeah, I really like how they present the backstory to this character. I did see the entirety of this sequence at the beginning. It's just pictures. It really works. I don't know which among these men is our protagonist, but we get it. I expect the guy in the center, but whatever. Not necessarily the truth. Yep, the gentleman has fallen on hard times. You sure can eat, though, all you can eat at the buffet. That part is true. You can at least say that this guy, he stands for truth. Anyway, he has continued to fall on hard times. And that is the backstory. But look, there are beams of light. There may yet be hope. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. It just kind of hit me. Should there be a skylight on a bathroom? Oh, I never really thought about that. Anyway, chapter 1, the present. So, I don't know really like anything about this game. I happen to know that it is available on mobile and I think for tablets, so I can expect that the interface, my interaction with this game is going to be fairly simple because you need to be able to touch on a screen. You see, it's not going to be any complex flipping of things. But let's have a look at this note. The note that the chapter began with. This is a sticky note near the door. It says, "Joe, Mr. Hill wants to see you. Frank." All right. Yep, good. I'm walking into this game for trivia's sake. I'm walking into this game while I am also still recording Soma. And you know Soma. Perhaps you don't know Soma. Soma is a horror game. It's a horribly scary game, and I wanted to get more of a science fiction fix, in a less scary fashion. So I kind of wanted to play this game. This got my attention, and I kind of felt like playing a point-and-click adventure anyway. So I figured, why not? What's the harm? Ooh, the supply closet. If ever there's going to be something useful in here. Supply closet. Sorry, I misspoke. If ever there is ever going to be something useful, it's always going to be found. Maybe not always, but a very good chance in the supply closet. It's my award. I got it for helping out one of the lab assistants downstairs after he mishandled some barrels. I agreed to keep them here. The award ceremony was sort of unofficial, and I was told to keep the plaque in my office so no one would get jealous. Okay. This being a point-and-click adventure, if you are at all familiar with point-and-click adventures, I cannot assume that you are. Anything in the world that I can click upon, I should definitely click upon. That's how we're going to find out about the world. It's how we're going to be able to progress, because we're going to find items kind of a lot like this. One of the rubber gloves for cleaning things. This might be useful a little bit later. Indeed, it may be mandatory to continue the game. It's my chair. Frank is the good one. Frank? Oh yes, the man who put the note just out here. Is this Frank's thing? Chair? It's the good chair. It's where Frank sits. He's been here a good deal longer than I have, so he has privileges. So, wait, this employee of the month thing for a Joe Smith, if my vision isn't so bad. This was put here so that it doesn't bother anybody. But Is it possible that it is bothering Frank? Have you thought about that? Maybe Joe has. But has management thought about that? These barrels were brought in here about a year ago. I don't mind them. I have plenty of space, and they hardly smell at all. Which means they do smell. Oh, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm ignoring all this talk. I'm ignoring the obviously blue item over here. It's the access card for the management floor. Ooh, management. Is that for managers, or is that for me to manage? Can I take borax, citric acid, eye wash, bleach, and hand soap? Some of the labels have peeled off, but I keep them in alphabetical order, so that's okay. That sounds like could be a chemistry nightmare. Nobody in their right mind would allow. No, that you can't allow that. You just make your own new labels. Get Post-its like this. These Post-its came from somewhere. Anyway, I really like the art style. I like a good, simple art style. I've always believed that art direction will always win over like supreme graphics. You know, like just very intense graphics. Card reader uses flat cards into. I need the red. Okay, uses flat as company's full of modern technology. Okay, so it does loop if I miss something. Oh, I should be careful not to miss anything, though. What was I saying? Yeah, art direction. You can have supreme graphics. And, of course, you know, year over year, there are some games out there that come out, and there are some amazing graphics out there. But it's surprisingly forgettable if you don't have good art direction. Blue access card reader, text gallery, so I keep my card in a place where nobody ever comes by. Like the supply closet. I didn't look at this door sign. It's my office. It says so. In permanent marker right underneath the supply room signs. Oh man. You're a poor gentleman. You have to draw out, this is my room. 23rd floor offices, top managerial floor of Mr. Hill's offices. Mr. Hill. Ooh. That's right. The gentleman I need to speak with. Coffee. Pardon me for that interruption of service. Okay. Permission to enter the bridge, sir? Ahaha. Wait, what year was this? I forget. Was there Star Trek? Archon or Archon. The title read Intuit? Must be French. No. Intuit, isn't that an accepted English word? Maybe in 2015. Modern art. Title read The Gestalt of Saturn Veiled. Oh yeah, okay, that's... it's that kind of art, huh? Archon National Defense Services. Okay, good. You see, if you don't click on everything, you don't find the story behind the game. Joe, we now know, works for National Security. Awesome. But yeah, this art, man, it needs to change. This is art just to fill a wall. It's awful. Ugh. It's a common rhododendron. I'm not a botanist or anything, but I used to have one at home that came with a little name tag. I wonder what that name tag says. Can you elaborate? This one's fine. I watered it yesterday. Good. You're a good man. You water your plants. That's a very responsible thing. Okay. How about this lady? Oh, there is voice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you are, sweetie. Mr. Hill's expecting you. Just walk right in.
Huh.
What's the matter, sugar? Cat got your tongue? Just get your hiney in there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. This, I wanna say it again. I like this art style. It reminds me of posters somehow. Posters, but, like, this is, of course, something that I would Google right now, and then I would find out just what these posters were called, the style, but, so far, silhouettes are really good. Yeah. Heavy use of silhouettes is very good. Yeah, I accept it. But let's not ignore leather door. It's kind of a kind of a big deal. You know you're walking into an important man's room. This is progress. Copenhagen, Bruxelles, that's Brussels, and Amsterdam. Not sure if Amsterdam should be said with a sh. Anyway. Picture of Nixon. It's our president. Honest Richard, I call him. I think it'll catch on. Oh, you should keep saying that. Yeah. Tell everybody about Honest Richard. So honest. I don't actually know. I'm Canadian. No reason to research U.S. history. So, flag. You know, I happen to know this because I've listened to podcasts. It used to be One Nation United. I think they changed that in the 50s, didn't they? It's not important to this Let's Play.
Jasper.
It's Joe, sir.
Joe!
Of course, Joseph. How long is it that you've been with this company, Joseph?
About 2 years, sir.
Yes, then by now you must know that what we do here is very important. National security may be just a word to most people, Jasper, but for men like you and I, it means so much more. We see the people behind those words. We understand that it means the safety of every citizen in this country, not to mention the shareholders and the hard-working clerks and stakeholders at the government funding agencies. It also means a lot of pressure. A lot. And some men just buckle. Which brings me to the main point of my agenda. A position just opened up, and we're promoting you, Jasper.
Someone buckled.
Sir?
Don't think the company doesn't notice its hard-working employees. We reward achievement in this organization, young man.
Bullshit.
And you've just made yourself a gold star.
No way.
This means that from now on, you will be in charge of not only yours, but Frank's assignments too. That's right. That means downstairs lab sanitation, drain assignments, the works, with all the clearance that entails. That's a lot of responsibility we're investing in you, Jasper.
I thank you, sir. But what about Frank?
I know you made a great team, but Frank decided to pursue a different career path this morning. We wish him all the best.
Of course you do.
And of course you understand that we won't be able to present you with a fancy title or a miserable pay raise. This is a modern company, you understand. We like to keep a flat organizational structure here. So congratulations, Jasper. I bet you must be very excited to get back to work with all your new responsibilities. That's perfectly understandable. I won't keep you a minute longer. Here's your key card.
Just like a company. My God, this guy has 2 telephones. What happens if I touch it? You can usually tell success by the amount of phones people keep on their desks. I don't have a desk. Well, the size of the desk, that's important. The number of phones, yeah. I suppose that's still true in 2015, huh? A lot of people have business phones, like cell phones, and, personal phones. Anyway, I'm gonna walk out of this room. Mr. Joe, and I am insulted by the situation. It's awful. Frank decided to pursue a new career? Right. Something happened to Frank, I bet. Being that this is a video game, I'm sure something really awful happened to Frank. And now I have to do his job too, with no pay raise? Man. I suppose there are situations out there that prompt for a man like Joe to not think twice about this sort of thing, but he should have walked right out. Having kind of an arguable doubling of his responsibilities with no pay raise. That's heinous. Anyway, I happen to have the key card to level 2, this other door over here. So how about we go have a look? It's the red. Oh yes, of course I have to go. Yes. Open sesame. Okay. 2 things. Nope. 3 things. 3 things? Yeah, 3 things. Number 1, tinfoil hat. What the hell? It's a nice tinfoil hat too. Can you take it? Can you take it? Hey, take it. Put it on your hat. Frank used to tell stories about activist break-ins. Some of them would wear homemade protection like this, but there hasn't been a break-in since the new security system was installed. Can you take it? I want to have a tin... No, alright, fine. Maybe this will become important later. I don't know if this is the... it looks like blood. Maybe somebody cut themselves or a lab animal got loose or something. Either way, I'll be the one mopping up this time. I could say that in a different tone. Either way, I'll be the one mopping it up this time. Yeah, total tone change, huh? Anyway, I wonder if this is the type of point-and-click adventure where you can just... No, we've already proven... I've already answered my own question. I took this glove without knowing what the hell I'm going to do with it. The question was, for trivia's sake, can I take an item before I know I need it? Which is a curious thing in a point-and-click adventure. Maybe I'll get into that a little bit later if I can think about it. Hatch is open, huh? Don't remember hearing about any inspections or repairs being done today. That is a bit curious. But, it is a little weird, but just conceptually, you know, if you pick up a hammer, you just start walking around with a hammer in your hand, just in case you have something to hammer. Nobody would think to do that. It's very counterintuitive. Ooh, it is. Ooh. It's, retro future? Is that what you would call it? Huh. This data screen is bigger than my TV. He has a TV. This man's moving up in the world. How about them dials? I took over for Frank during a sick day about a year ago. My sleeve snagged in one of these things, and they closed down the labs for the day. Ugh. That's awful. I really don't want to repeat last year's incident. I don't blame you, sir. I should have continued to investigate this thing. Nothing's on. Okay. Well, no, there is something on. There's bars and there's the company logo. Reminds me of that Pong machine they got down at Izzy's. That thing's amazing. Been down there almost every night for after hours since they set it up. Frank says it'll fry my brain, but I think it works just fine. The brain or the Pong machine? I get it. I know. It's a big, computery thing. Not really sure what it does. Wait a second. Compositionally, I did not look, down here at the blood trail. I understand that there's a color contrast here. There's no case of nosebleeds. It looks serious. Got to show this to somebody. But, look at all this red. And you want me to notice more red? I know there's a color contrast, but this is a small detail. I suppose it's a very good idea to motivate exploration in a game like this. I mean, point-and-click adventure is all about exploration. But you could have done a little bit better like that. Maybe a little bit more of a spotlight. I don't know. The glass is toned, but it looks like a bunch of containers with tubes sticking out. You're describing the things behind the window, of course. Because, tube sticking out of a window, that didn't seem right. I thought he was still describing the... Alright, fine. The label on the keypad says cryogenics. It's locked. This doesn't look like the type of door... I don't think there's anyone in there. I hear a low hum. Okay, cool. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're at the end of an episode. I'm not much of an engineer, but there seems to be something attached to two of the wires that clearly don't belong here. Should remove it and put the panel back in place. If I had something to protect my hands, wait a minute. I'm gonna finish this episode after I do this. Got it. I removed the thing and pushed the panel back. Wait, now, hang. Why was there a thing? Why was there an additional thing to the panel? Is this a case of sabotage? I mean, when a keypad thing doesn't work and it looks kind of busted open, I figure that would be because, somebody smashed on it and the thing kind of came off and, nothing heinous about that. Maybe somebody tripped, maybe somebody was moving a sofa, and it just kind of grazed it or whatever, and I don't know, maybe somebody farted real hard, maybe it fell off. But whatever. Having one thing added to the mix, that is suggestive. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue this in the next episode. I really hope you join me for this. This is already kind of exciting. I'm really curious to see what is behind the door that I had to just fix. See you soon, folks.